from Oklahoma State to TCU and shout out TCU for making the playoffs last year. TCU 12-1, 9-0 in conference play. Again, as previously stated, lost the Big 12 championship to Kansas State, and they lost the Natty badly to Georgia, but they beat Michigan, so they won my national championship. They beat Michigan, and Michigan ain't go to the national championship game. So hey, you good in my book, TCU. They lose Max Duggan to the draft. They lose Kendre Miller to the draft. They lose Quentin Johnston to the draft. Chance Nolan transfers in from Oregon State. Nice little quarterback there. Trey Sanders, who I think is a dog running back from Alabama, transfers in. So I think they did a nice job replacing a running back and a pretty decent job replacing the quarterback there. John Paul Richardson, decent little receiver from Oklahoma State, transfers in. Just some little nuggets about TCU. They had a 27th total offense, 95th total defense, tied 90th scoring defense, 9th in scoring offense, so very on par for Big 12. They returned 11 starters, 3 on offense, 8 on defense. Oh, and I forgot to mention, they lost the reigning Jim Thorpe Award winner, Eccles Tomlinson. What was it?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Eccles Lupa Tomlinson. They lost him to the draft. So, Age, give me something about the TCU as I look up.
Yeah, like you said, this team has lost a lot. You know, they lost their quarterback, top 2 running backs, top 3 wide receivers, 2 all Big Ten offensive linemen, and their OC, the Crimson. You know, and basically all of their best players at every level of their defense, and a defense that allowed 28 or more points in 60% of their games last year. However, one thing that I do think that people forget about last year, that TCU team, Max Duggan was actually the backup. You know,
please don't remind me that.
Chandler Morris started the year, and you know he was doing pretty well before he got injured. You know, so
we disagree on that, Ace. That boy did not look that good against Colorado to me at all.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I can't really remember, but that's neither here nor there. Max Duggan was still the backup. I mean, he was the backup for what I would assume is the reason. You know what I mean? So, I mean, the thing is, you know, I don't really think that they'll have the same kind of year they had last year. Granted, they are returning 11 starters, 8 on defense, but I mean, like I said, that defense still wasn't that great. Secondary will need some help. They're gonna need somebody to step up and be a consistent pass rusher. I mean, they may be better with more experience, but that remains to be seen, and they still have a lot to improve on their offense, especially with losing their OC. Can they bounce back and be as an explosive team as they were? Who knows?
It was Travius Hodges Tomlinson. Sorry, I butchered his name completely. But a little bit about that Chandler Morris thing made me so mad he was announced to start. Like, I thought for sure Max Duggan deserved it. And then they went a close one with Colorado because he played so bad. And Max Duggan came in and took over and actually won the game. And then he, from there, was named the starter and he never looked back. Which I thought that should have been a starter from the jump. Then they was trying to give the coach credit, like, oh, at least they went to him and he took the job over. I'm like, no, this shouldn't have been a thing in the first place. Like, why are we giving him credit when Max Duggan should have clearly been the starter from the jump? It really pissed me off. Like, they were really trying to give the coach credit for this. But nonetheless, they still had a great season. No, Ty, Chandler Morris definitely started the Colorado game. After the Colorado game, it was Max Duggan from then on, but Chandler Morris definitely started that Colorado game.
Hey, believe me, I was a Duggan guy, man, you know. So trust me, I feel you.
Yeah, so, but just had to go on that little rant real quick. But from there, we go, they had the 26th overall recruiting class. They have the rematch with Colorado, but this time Prime is the head coach, but I still have TCU getting a W.
Yeah, I still had them getting a W,
All right, then we go to Nicholls State, where I have them getting a W.
Yeah, they should get an easy W here.
All right, from Nicholls, we go to Houston, where Houston gets the W. I mean, not Houston. TCU gets the W. My fault.
Yeah. TCU gets the W here.
All right, then we have another rematch of a banger of a shootout last year with SMU, but TCU gets another W.
Yeah, SMU takes the L here. TCU, good W.
All right, from SMU to West Virginia, where I have them getting a W.
Yeah, W against West Virginia. They don't really have much this year.
Yep, from West Virginia to at Iowa State, as previously mentioned, I have TCU getting a W.
I have them getting a W against Iowa State as well.
All right, 6-0 here from BYU, where I have them getting a W at home.
Yeah, starting the season strong. Another W against BYU.
All right, from BYU at Kansas State, as previously mentioned, I have this as an L, making them 7-1.
Yes, sir. 7-1 as well.
I'm interested to see what you got here. At Texas Tech, I have a W. What do you have?
Yeah, 7-2, baby.
Oh man, hey, come on, man. Hey, Texas Tech goes to the Big 12 championship for this guy, man.
Bro, I think Texas Tech is going to be the TCU this year.
Stop the cap.
All right, from Texas Tech, we're gonna get more into that. We're gonna definitely get more into that.
Ain't no cap.
From Texas Tech to Texas, I have an L here.
Yeah, I got an L for sure.
All right, from Texas to Baylor, I have a W here.
W for sure.
And to end the season at Oklahoma, I actually have an L here, as previously stated.
I have a W here.
All right, so for me, I have TCU finishing 9-3, 6-3 in conference play, making them bowl eligible. Ace, what do you got?
Same, I had them at about 9-3.
All right, so moving on.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.